review the 2025-2026 English 3 curriculum. In Unit 1, students will focus on various themes associated with the changes in American identity. The first 9 weeks begins August 4th and concludes October 7th. The first 9 weeks is 46 instructional days. The first 9 weeks is broken up into 3 subunits. Let's briefly explore each. Unit 1's curriculum begins with priority standards. You will internalize and break down these standards with your CTC and PLC team during PLC at your campus.
American Self. America post-Civil War and continues into the Gilded Age.
Subunit 1 is 16 instructional days, 8A and 8B days. Students will examine various literary elements presented via the poem, I Hear America Singing, by Walt Whitman, and the short story, The Story of an Hour, by Kate Chopin, and Excerpt from the World Before Him, by Horatio Alger. Students will examine the overarching themes of the new American identity and the search for personal rights and freedoms. Teacher will use the I do, we do, you do model when analyzing the texts. The curriculum guide offers resources for teachers to utilize during lesson planning, as well as instructional approaches for teachers to utilize when planning and executing lessons. Subunit 1 emphasizes that students learn how to annotate and summarize different genre texts, as well as how to synthesize across genres. To avoid plagiarism, students may also need clarification between summarizing, paraphrasing, and direct quoting. Students should be practicing text-based responses by answering a prompt and supporting the answer with evidence from the text.
It's getting real. Continuing into the Gilded Age, students learn that while America was focused on industry and progress outwardly, inwardly it struggled with the ideals of freedom, contradicting the reality of inequality and equity.
Subunit 2 is 12 instructional days, 6A days and 6B days. Students will explore the idealism of industry and the American dream. In contrast, students will examine texts by a former slave, women seeking suffrage, and a member of the foundations of a civil rights movement. Students will read and analyze texts, practice summarizing, and review rhetorical strategies. Teachers will use the I do, we do, you do model when analyzing the texts. The curriculum guide offers resources for teachers to utilize during lesson planning, as well as instructional approaches for teachers to utilize when planning and executing lessons. Subunit 2 emphasizes that students learn to analyze correspondence formats and speeches, and analyze rhetorical appeals and devices to understand author's purpose and message. Students should continue practicing text-based responses by answering a prompt and supporting the answer with evidence from the text.
America's Table. Students will primarily focus on social condition reform. Between 1900 and the beginning of the First World War, problems resulting from industrialization and urbanization required progressive action. Progressive reforms focused on exploiting workers and corruption in government along with promoting civil rights.
Subunit 3 is 18 instructional days, 9A days and 9B days. Students should deepen their knowledge of rhetorical appeals, ethos, pathos, and logos, and rhetorical devices. Students should demonstrate understanding of how authors use appeals and devices to effectively communicate their purpose and message. Teachers will use the I do, we do, you do model when analyzing the texts. Students will write an analytical connecting short constructed response. The curriculum guide offers resources for teachers to utilize during lesson planning, as well as instructional approaches for teachers to utilize when planning and executing lessons. Subunit 3 emphasizes that students analyze how authors use appeals and devices to effectively communicate their purpose and message. Toward the end of Subunit 3, students will write a synthesized short constructed response. This concludes the preview of the English 3, first 9 weeks 3 subunits. Thank you for watching.